Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me once again here back on my desk. Today I wanted to do a quick video on this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figure. This is the Super 7 Ultimate line, and this time is Metalhead. I did get this via Amazon. I had some credit, ended up getting this figure for around 28 bucks, which wasn't too bad. I haven't opened it yet. You guys could see this does come in a outer carton, which is right here, in a brown shipper, which there's not much there. But these green packaging here is really nice. It's like embossed with the figure's Metalhead's face there, or head. And then the back just says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is like a slip-on deal here. So if you slip this off, you guys could see there is the figure itself with all of its accessories. As I've said, I haven't opened this yet, but I will open it before I do this video. Here is the box with the standard brick. I think this is the packaging they include with all the Super 7 figures. Metalhead, the original party robot. So I'll go ahead and get this open and put it through its paces, and we'll go through the video. Alrighty guys, so here we are back with Metalhead completely out of the package. It took me a bit to get him out of that plastic prison he was in. But you guys could see there's the figure with all the accessories, and I figure we could start with a quick rundown of all these accessories that do come with the figure. We'll move him aside for now, but you do get an extra head, which it's pretty much the exact same head that he already has on. Initially, I thought this was for light piping, considering the eyes were red, but these are just painted. It would have been nice if both heads included some kind of light piping, just to, have that additional thing for the figure. But this is the exact same head that is that you get in a figure, pretty much. So we'll move the head aside. You do get a couple of these. So my assumption is that one goes in his hand and then the other one perhaps could go in the backpack accessory, but they're both the exact same thing, with the exception being that these sections here are much, much bigger. But other than that, the sculpt's pretty much the same. You can spin these around. They actually come off, if that's your thing. I thought I had broken mine, but they both sort of do this. So you get those. In the rack itself, you also get another one. So the figure has technically 3 of these that it comes with. You get a backpack. It's the pretty hard plastic. Some grenades here, and the radar type thingy that goes attached to this backpack. No straps on this backpack, but that's something that you guys get with this figure. So we'll put that aside. You get the main backpack that's supposed to go attached to the figure. You guys can see it's got straps and these sections here, these tab sections that are gonna go on the figure right here on each side. So that's something that can be put on. It's got I guess a cool sticker right here of him targeting someone and shooting at him. Some nicely detailed. I like the pizza thing here on the back and the buttons. I think that's some nice detail and color there. This little radar thing, as I call it, is part of this thing here. So you can perhaps put this here so you can detect some turtles, or you can also grab this one and I guess put it in there and maybe he can fly away. So that's a backpack. And then you get this extra hand with the long I guess thing here that he uses to grab his enemies. It comes out of his finger there, his pointing finger, and some nice detail on the hand. I like that, it's open there. That's really cool. You get 2 grenades. These are actually painted green. I don't know if you guys, let me see if I can get these to focus. Nice green with the silver or gray handles. And you do get a set of extra hands. You get these extended hands that are grabbing, and you get these fists. The figure itself does come with his these other set of hands right here. And as far as the toy itself, it's I do like it. I like the way it looks. Let's start off with the minor issues that I have is his legs are a little loose. So when you want to stand him up straight up and down, you do have to play around with him so that he doesn't fall back. Some joints are a bit tight, and then others are like really loose. So these legs here are loose, but the knees have some nice grip to them. The ankles are like pretty stiff on my copy, and to turn the head took a bit of work, so it is pretty stiff on that end. You can turn his head fully around. He's got, the shoulder articulation probably that much. He's got the biceps there that you can move, and he's got that elbow joint, but I guess the elbow pad here gets in the way, and he can turn the hands fully around. These can also come off, and you can replace them with the other hands, with the accessories. Um, and then the legs, you can lift them. He can bend his knees 90 degrees, and he does have the, I guess, ankle articulation there. He can move these this way. One aspect of the knee joint that kind of worries me is these. These are really nice. I like that they included these, I guess, sections here. And every time you bend the knee, they do bend in, but they are softer plastic than the rest of the body. So I'm almost, I guess, a bit worried if over time from constantly moving and reposting the figure or just sitting there, this softer plastic may just come loose. But who knows? I guess we'll see. I think other than that, the figure itself is really nice. Very reminiscent again of what I used to have back in, I guess it was the early 90s when these figures were out. The only thing is I do recall the original figure having this whole chest and shell section being this shiny chrome like gold, and this is just gold painted plastic. So it doesn't look bad. It does look really nice. Essentially, this is pretty much a Ninja Turtle figure as a robot. But it does look nice. I like a lot of the detailing on the chest, the neck. I love the belt here with the T with the grenades that he has here, sculpted on it. Um, some of the detailing here on the belt, some stuff here on the back. And the colors, the gray, the yellow, and the green go really well. And I think it goes along really well with the whole motif of this Super 7 line that, they're kind of just grabbing the old designs and modernizing them, essentially just making them bigger and releasing them. uh, I do like this toy. I'm glad I only got it for around 28 bucks because I know initially these things are around 44, $45. So that's pretty expensive, especially for some of the uh, things that this figure with the some of the loose joints in the legs. So I think for the 28 bucks that I got him, I'm pretty happy with him. As I said, you can put all these other accessories that he comes with. You can switch out hands. The heads are rather interesting because they're pretty much exactly the same, but I guess you get two if that's something you want to play around with. But I do like this figure. I don't know that I would recommend him for the full price, but I think definitely if he's on sale around 25, $28, I would definitely think this is okay figure to add to the collection. Anyway, we'll do some quick comparisons and then sort of end the video. Okay, so before we wrap up, I wanted to do some quick comparisons for anyone interested. As you guys can see, I've added some of his accessories there, the tentacle finger thing, along with the, I guess, helicopter thing, for lack of a better word, there in his hand. I added the backpack with the little radar thing. One thing to note is, once you add the backpack, those loose joints in the legs do become a bit troublesome because he's going to be back heavy. These loose joints here on the legs become very evident. But you can get him. You have to play around to get him to stand there a bit. So to start off, here he is next to my Donatello figure that I always keep on my desk. I believe this is from the one of the Nickelodeon shows from a while back, but just want to show there for size comparison. We'll move him. The next one is Super 7 Ultimate Raph. You guys could see him there. They are approximately around the same size. He does stand to be a hair taller, which I think works for me. I think they definitely fit in really well there together. We'll move him aside. Here is next to a, I guess the traditional Ninja Turtle that I'm used to. This is a reissue, but this was reissued a while back. So it's not necessarily an original toy, but just want to show him there for size difference. This guy is humongous compared to him. Here he is next to the NECA. I believe these are based on the animation there. So you guys can see the size. I think that scale also still works. The turtles were always smaller. So I actually do like the way that fits in. Here he is next to Donnie from NECA again, but this is the movie turtles. Again, these guys are much taller, so that wouldn't necessarily work, but so you guys could see how they look there. And then just the last one here is Leo from SH Figure Arts. And again, I think that scale could definitely work there. I think that's looks really well together. But anyway, in closing, I would recommend this figure, but only if it's on sale. I think for 50 bucks. Don't get me wrong, the design is great, all the accessories are great, but at least on mine, the joints are very loose on the legs, so it takes a bit to play around. The figure itself it does look really nice. I would expect it something a little more substantial, especially maybe some light piping on the eyes, the actual chrome shell, and they could have done a better job with the joints there. But for the 28 or so bucks that I got him, I'm happy with him. I think he fits in the collection really well for me. So if you can find him on a sale price, I would definitely recommend this guy, but not so much for the full 50 or however much these figures are nowadays. It's crazy how expensive everything's becoming. Anyway, thank you so much. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any comments, feel free to leave one. Any questions, anything I can help out with, thank you so much for your very valuable time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe out there. Take care of each other. Be nice. And I guess I will see you next time.